Hello and welcome to Brands Hatch for the season opener of the Demon Tweeks and Yokohama Classic Stock Hatch Championship. Now, Matt Rosier, the 2015-2016 champion, has put it on pole. Matt, you nearly clinched the title last year. It was near, would have been three in a row. You put it on pole. Could be the same this year.
I'm going to try. I was really hoping for the hat trick last year, but mechanical issues. I had an engine failure and a fuel pump failure. Just put me out of the running.
Well, we wait with interest to see whether he can get that championship back this year. He starts with Martin Kaiser on row 1, ahead of Marcus Ward and Lee Scott, then Andy Philpotts and Edward Cooper, ahead of Scott Ward and Andrew Thorpe. Derek Rosier and Steve Groom round out the top 10 of this 27-car field, and every retro hot hatch you can think of is on the grid, from Fiesta XR2Is, Peugeots, we've got Citroens, we've got the lot out there on the track. We've even got the Vauxhall Nova there of Ed Cooper in front of us. Lots of onboard to bring you as well over the course of this first 13 minutes plus 1 lap encounter of the Demon Tweeks Yokohama Classic Stock Hatch Championship. Matt Rosier and Martin Kaiser on row 1 of the grid. The lights go out, away we go. And who makes the start as they rush towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time? Looks like Kaiser's got his nose in front. On board further back with Scott Ward in the 99 car. We're looking towards the inside there of Andy Philpott, but it will be Rosier that leads. Rosier gets the lead through Paddock Hill Bend, or holds on to the lead, I should say, from Martin Kaiser in second. Third place is Lee Scott, and fourth possibly is Ed Cooper, although he gets muscled out wide now by Andrew Thorpe, in the venerable Citroen up the inside there, and Andrew Thorpe, the Citroen AX GTI, looking to try and make ground. You can see him, the green and black car, up the road in 5th position as they bounce their way out of Graham Hill Bend. Thorpe runs a little bit wide though, and so up the inside of him now will go the 55 of Marcus Ward, who didn't make a great start. The top two already started to get away. All Ward up the inside of Thorpe. They've got to be careful here, don't lean on each other. Thorpe takes to the grass slightly there, lots of ducking and diving under brakes. We're back on board now with Scott Ward as he tries to buy into all of that as well. There is Paul Brock, Paul Brock, that was Daniel Fillingham further back, filing through in the 28 car. Still side by side here between Thorpe and Ward, with Thorpe on the inside line now. Ward. I'll get this right in a moment. We're on board there with Scott Ward, looking at Andrew Thorpe, dicing away with Marcus Ward, not Scott Ward. You see why I get confused. And they eventually settle back into line with Andrew Thorpe leading the group. Round the outside comes Scott Ward as he tries to pick up position. But the race lead, you can see Matt Rosier most definitely getting away here from Kaiser in second. Third place is still Lee Scott, who we were briefly on board with there. Fourth place for Ed Cooper. Fifth is Andrew Thorpe. This is Scott Ward. We're back on board and looking at him fighting the wheel as he goes through the left-hand corner at Surtees. Number 11 in front of him is Andy Philpotts in the red car with the yellow stripe. Whoops, Sam Ward runs very wide there and allows Derek Rosier up the inside. And Derek Rosier, one of 3 members of the Rosier clan racing in Classic Stock Hatch this year. We've got Matt on the pole position, of course Paul as well, a little bit further back in his Peugeot. But Derek Rosier in the black and yellow Ford Fiesta there, dives on the inside of the similar car of Scott Ward. I think he gets placed away, side by side the road as well. Some jostling going on there. Ed Cooper having a look to the inside of, up to the inside of Martin Kaiser, who has lost second place. At least Scott has gone second, and Kaiser is down to third. Still this battle rages between Derek Rosier and Scott Ward. Scott Ward has finally done it and made the move stick as they went up through Druids there. Andrew Thorpe, you can see, has now that he's shaken off the attention of the Fiestas behind, has not just started to close in on the 3 cars in front, he's with them now, so it's a 4-way fight for second place here, which is all further allowing Matt Rosier to escape up the road. So Rosier leads the way. Into second place now is Lee Scott, third is Martin Kaiser, fourth is Edward Cooper, and fifth is Andrew Thorpe. And is anybody going to be able to find a way through? Let's see. Ed Cooper looks quite close here to the much newer Ford Fiesta. Ford Fiesta just with a little bit more straight line speed maybe, but that little Nova, one of the much older cars on the grid, sort of the same era as the Citroen behind it really, is still very rapid indeed, probably because he drives it on 2 wheels through most corners. Ed Cooper, certainly a committed driver. You have to be to get the speed out of these relatively underpowered cars really. classic stock hatch cars, all 1600cc engines with the exception of Craig Robertson's Suzuki, which is a 1300cc car a bit further down the order. And everybody else is running a 1600cc engine. And that means that in theory there's nothing to choose in horsepower. Of course, some of the newer cars just a little bit more efficient still. Some of the older machinery. With Scott Ward, he's lost more places now, hasn't he? Because we've got a Peugeot in front of us, and so more ground being lost. Unfortunately, that Peugeot is the number 28 Peugeot of Daniel Fillingham, who now looks to the inside of Derek Rosier and gets that place away as well. Oh, he's sideways as he makes the move stick there. It's very, very easy to lose the rear end of these cars. They're short wheelbase, front wheel drive, so all of the grip and all of the weight is on the front of the car. So as soon as you hit the curb, the rear just wants to slide around. It looks as though Scott Ward is fighting the complete opposite problem, because his car is understeering wildly all over the place, and he loses another place now to Steve Groom in the first of the XR2Is. So things not going to plan for Scott Ward at all after a decent start to the race where he was in the mix for a top 5 position. Sadly, things have started to unravel now as the race approaches the midway point. Derek Rosier there now coming under the attention of the XR2, which is almost in the sort of 80s Ford Sierra Cosworth TCC livery, isn't it? Almost reminiscent of the Labatt's livery from the late 80s. But it looks good on the XR2, that's for sure. XR2 in excellent nick. Andrew Thorpe ahead of Edward Cooper there. So Thorpe has gained place in towards Panic Hill Bend, but Cooper fights back up the inside in towards Druid, says, oh no you don't, I'm going to have this back. And this is typical of classic stock hatch racing. It's tit for tat racing. If you lose a place, you try and gain it straight back in the next corner, and Thorpe's now going to do the same thing again. Launches up the inside of Ed Cooper. Can he get the car stopped? He runs a bit wide. Cooper gets the better exit from the corner. They're side by side again down the Cooper straight. Left hand side of the road becomes the inside line of the road for Cooper into Surtees though, and finally he's able to make the move stick and hold on to that position. So Andrew Thorpe did very briefly get through at Paddock Hill Bend, but the best part of a lap later, having been running side by side all the way through, the positions don't change hands in the end. So back out of the final turn they go. Matt Rosier, I remind you, still leads the way. Lee Scott is in second, but he's going a little bit quicker than the race leader, so there is the potential that Rosier won't have this all his own way. And the battle's going on behind them following. Daniel Fillingham really gaining ground there in the blue Peugeot, isn't he? Having started 13th, he's inside the top 10 now. On to the tail of Marcus Ward. That's this battle coming through. Fillingham looks to the inside into Druids. Just a little bit too far back there to get past Marcus. But then Marcus might have done the job for him because he understeers out wide through the exit corner. It looks like those newer-shaped Fiesta XR2Is, just a little bit wayward. And in fact, no, there might be a problem there. There might be a problem because Marcus Ward pulls off. That's why he was understeering wide then. There must be some sort of problem with the car. And Marcus Ward is out of the race. That's a shame. So he is not our first retirement. We've lost a few others. Ben Ward, Stuart Place and Andy Philpotts have all retired earlier on in the race. But Marcus Ward becomes our fourth driver not to finish the race. Right, here we go. This battle with Scott Ward is still going on. And he's on the outside line here of Derek Rosier. And not quite knowing where to go is Steve Groom in the XR2. And it looks like Ward is going to go through, is he, on the outside line. Rosier has to settle in the middle, and there's another XR2 now starting to join in the fun, which I think is Pete Morgan. Yes, it is. So Pete Morgan now, this is going to be an interesting battle with the lead XR2, and in fact he goes around the outside of Druid's corner there and takes the place away from Steve Groom. So the top two XR2s swap positions up at the top end of the circuit. Down out of Graham Hill Bend again. And what further progress maybe can Pete Morgan make here into the left-hander over the curbs. Scott Ward trying to make good his escape now that he's finally got himself back ahead of Derek Rosier, who will feel he's quicker than, because he was certainly a quarter of a second quicker than him in qualifying. Further ground to be made though by Pete Morgan. He's got places to be. He's up the inside of Derek Rosier. Rosier even. Get that right. Rosier in the middle. The Peugeot has a bit more poker in a straight line than the older. Sorry, Ford Fiesta has a bit more poker in a straight line than the older XR2s. Derek Rosier will stay in between the two older shape versions of his car. Using the XR2i there in the older XR2s. These are the leaders. Peugeot leads the way from an XR2i in second. There's a bit of smoke breaking from the back of Matt Rosier's car, which has me a little concerned. Heading into the final third of the race now, you can see that Lee Scott is definitely closing in slightly here. There you can see him in the background. The lap times are good for Lee Scott, but has he got time to really challenge? You can see though that just that whiff of smoke as the car, the race leader's car corners. I do wonder whether it is that it could be tyre smoke or it could be something more. On board with Lee Scott as he chases down the leader into Paddock Hill Bend. Get a great view there of the plunge downhill. Peugeot of Matt Rosier continues to lead the way. As he said to Anthony pre-race, double former champion, mechanical woes did blight his 2017 campaign, so we'll be hoping that he's not running into more mechanical woes here. The gap is really coming down now. Lee Scott is within half a second now of the race leader. If he gets any closer, he'll really be starting to think about finding a way through. Back down into Surtees they go again. And Matt Rosier, who's actually the lap record holder around here at Brands Hatch, with a 58.36. They are about 7/10 of a second away from that sort of pace today. Rosier really going to start coming under pressure here, I think, from Lee Scott. Lee Scott is in the tow now, and of course with hatchback racing, the slipstream is particularly important, plus the fact that Fiesta's good in a straight line anyway. Oh, but the checkered flag comes out. The checkered flag comes out. Surprised me there because it came out a bit early, but it is Matt Rosier who takes the victory from Lee Scott in second, Martin Kayser third, Edward Cooper fourth, Andrew Thorpe rounds out the top five. Outside the top 10, Paul Brock, Jason Wood, Paul Rosier there down in 14th position. And we got most of the cars to the finish. 21 cars got to the flag. James Hasselhurst, the last finisher. We lost Marcus Ward, Andy Philpotts, Stuart Place, and Ben Ward, whilst Alan Julie and Craig Emerson never started.
I'm absolutely delighted with that. It's always good to start a year on a win and a fastest lap. Gives you as many points as you can get. So I'm looking forward to that.
It was a good race, got a good start, managed to take a place on the start and then went a couple of laps in and was really chuffed.
I think I got into second off the start, couldn't hold Lee back, and then I let Lee go, but I had a battle with Ted Cooper behind and it was really, really close. I think I was able to get away with him at Paddock, but the rest of the place he was catching me.